Council met in session October 19th at 5:30 and had a great day, a relatively short meeting, but an exciting one with Oak Park Mall being considered on the agenda. We started off with a public hearing in relation to a Small Cities Development Grant Program. This is in the South Crane edition. There are still grant opportunities available for homeowners in that area that helps fix up some of the homes, address some energy efficiency things, and make sure they're buttoned up and that sort of thing. It's a nice grant program. If folks are interested in that, they can contact the city or the HRA. Had a public hearing in relation to a sanitary sewer property assessment for one individual. We also had presentations from the Coalition of Greater Minnesota Cities. They represent the City of Austin and other rural communities across the state in St. Paul and lobby on our behalf. We talked about numerous issues, local government aid, wastewater treatment rules, just to name a few. So that was good to hear an update from them and what they anticipate in the upcoming legislative session. So that was helpful. We also recognized Impact Fitness and Martial Arts. They won several awards up in the cities recently, so we honored them. Bill Spitzer also gave an update in relation to Southeast Minnesota Together, a meeting coming up here shortly. If you want to go on to the internet and look up Southeast Minnesota Together, workforce issues are a big challenge in our area, and trying to strategize on things there. They're having a meeting over in Albert Lea if that's of interest to employers or employees that might be interested in what the challenges we're facing as a region for workforce issues. We also had a resolution council voted in support of law enforcement. Unfortunately, across our nation, some instances where officers have been targeted solely because they've chosen to take a career in law enforcement and been attacked and that sort of thing. In those instances, council's calling upon both state and national leaders to consider that being a hate crime and have penalties associated with that, so that we can hopefully cut those what seems to be kind of a growing attack on law enforcement. That resolution was adopted unanimously. We had some donations to the city. Of course, those were accepted, but formality, state statutes requires us to accept donations formally. Then the three items in relation to Oak Park Mall. The city transferred $75,000 to the Port Authority. That helps allow the tax increment financing program to move forward, and the city would be repaid from that. We also had an agreement, interloan fund transfer agreement that was part of the Oak Park Mall, and then as well as a pledge of agreement between the city and the Port Authority and the Housing and Redevelopment Authority. So those were the council actions related to Oak Park Mall. We also had some appointments to the Human Rights Commission. Leah Colbert was nominated to be on the Human Rights Commissions, as well as Jessica Swanson. So those two individuals will help us out on the Human Rights Commissions. They've been doing a lot of good things as of late, having some community conversations and doing a real good job under Richard Lemon's chairmanship. So we are excited to have them join the cause there. Unfortunately, we have nuisance properties, junk, illegally stored vehicles, those types of things. We had 3 properties that we addressed. Council addressed those by motion. Those were approved, and that pretty well rounded out the council agenda for last Monday. So we always appreciate you joining us on these sessions. If you'd like to learn more information, feel free to contact me, 437-9941. Otherwise, visit us at ci.austin.mn.us. Thanks so much.